This is a very important video. We're going to start out with the 2023 shifts that are happening and what an amazing year this is. But I have a warning for you. A warning not because this is some final decision you have to make, but a warning that in linear time, you will miss out on some amazing things happening right now. And you can shift into it right now. I have to share with you something you need to know. Are you ready for this? Because I'm seeing it happen with the split more and more, and I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to choose where you're going to go right now in this experience of the great awakening that is taking place right now. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. I have a warning for you. Yes, this is important. What is it? That you have a choice, that it is not too late, and I'm seeing a very big shift and split happening more and more and more. I've talked about this, but it's really happening now. What is it? You're getting opportunities right now to go into something very different. And some of you are experiencing this and told me you felt it. You go into a room and people are smiling. People on the street are smiling at you. You go into a restaurant and everybody there is nice and they're treating each other beautifully and giving and happy. And I'm experiencing that, and it's so noticeable. If you are not in that space and you're not experiencing that, why not? Because it exists. Now let's talk about linear time. Why do we have linear time? Because for every action, there's a reaction. Those of you who we've talked about changing your past are still thinking in ego-based, I don't want things to be a certain way. When you say, I want to change it, in other words, I want to change the decisions I made back then, that is impossible. Why? Because you chose a probability at that time, you activate it, you're entangled, it exists, it's a lesson, and it exists in a way where you can think of it as purposeful and positive that you can use right now in a positive way. If you're still thinking of your past as something negative, that you want it to go away and you want to change it, you're not getting that the whole reason you're here is to make decisions, and from that past, that linear past, there is a repercussion, right? If you jump off a cliff and you broke your leg, you jumped off the cliff. You can't stop that you jumped off the cliff. You activated that action that you took, and now you limp and have, arthritis because of that. So you can learn from it and you see it differently instead of saying, I wished I never jumped off the cliff. That's what's happening right now. So linear time allows us to experience the repercussions, the effects of the cause. And that's how we learn. I stuck my hand in the fire. Ow, I have a scar and I'll never do that again. But we don't want to experience that. We want that to go away so that we never got burnt in the first place. But it's impossible because you couldn't learn that fire burns until you stuck your hand in it. So you'd be walking around right now without that knowledge. We have to shift our thinking and go into, yes, learning, mistakes, yes, evolving. And so many people are going into that right now. You're getting an opportunity right now to change your life. Right now. Right now. And you can flourish and be abundant. In fact, the doors and gateways are opening for so many opportunities. There's also a lot of little annoying things going on. Little stuff. I had a little car accident, some freaky thing happened. My battery stopped working. My closet collapsed. I got locked out of my place for the first time in my entire life. How does this all happen? A lot of little annoying things. What are they? Things aren't going wrong. They're opportunities for you to handle life differently. I'm not going to see life as a problem anymore. These aren't a bunch of problems happening. Oh my gosh. This is just things happening. So you learn to shift into a completely different way of life, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is all now, oh, I'm on planet Earth where just stuff happens and challenges me, and I no longer name them bad. So now I shift into a completely different reality where there aren't any problems. And every time something happens, your whole focus, if you want to evolve, should be on one thing. What's my reaction to this in the best possible giving, loving way, compassionate way? Every single thing that happens is about your reaction. What's my reaction? So my reaction is my closet collapsed. Oh my God. I came in, seriously, the clothes were up here. I'm like, did I really have that many clothes? And I said, well, you know what? How many things can you wear in one day? Well, I changed clothes quite a few times, but I went in and I donated a boatload of stuff. You should have seen like the people at the charity. Look at what happened from that. I put a new closet installation and that's amazing. It's organized. It's beautiful. It's stable. It's stable. We're going in stability because we're creating it. No matter what happens to the world out there, you still have your stability. Only you create it. If you want to stay in the old thinking. I'm on with students all day long, by the way, and I get to hear what's going on in their head. They're still stuck in limitation, separation. That thing out there is bad happening to me. That's impossible. You are the thing out there. You are everything, and it's all being created and activated and orchestrated by you. And you are in a state of density so that you don't know that, so that you can experience what it's like to be a child learning. And so we're going to evolve and evolve and evolve, and all of a sudden there are no problems. And you'll still experience pain, and you'll still experience loss and all these things, because that's the human adventure that we signed up for. Don't name it bad. And so I'm seeing this whole way of living now where we're going, wow, am I thinking about the problems and they're doing that and I'm on these goofball channels and fear and all this stuff? Or am I a problem solver? Because there's not really a problem. There's just an opportunity for me to challenge myself, for me to give, for me to help. Everything's an opportunity. Learning opportunities, evolvement. That's all it is. But you don't have to go there if you don't want. You can sit on the couch and blame yourself and say, you don't know. Somebody said, they wanted me to train them. And they didn't have any money. I said, well, my course costs money because it costs me money. And I have to charge because I'm okay with charging. And you should be okay with receiving too. But what are you giving? Right? We don't want to receive and not give in the way that's going to take us in the direction of this beautiful, positive, expansive space that we're in and create a different world. We gotta quit naming things the way we used to. Spirituality should be broke and wealthy people are bad. It's gone, it's gone. There's no label on anything. What are you doing? What are you giving? Money's not evil. Flourishing is not evil. Health is not evil. Illness is not evil. There's no evil. It's created. It's an illusion that we get to experience. And once you know that, it sort of loses its oomph, right? So what are you going to do right now? Because anything's possible for you. If you see it differently, you're like, wow, everything becomes this illusion, and you realize, I'm the creator of everything. Okay, stuff happens. I don't have to know how it happens. You guys, come here, activate your magic. Advanced manifesting. I go into some cray-cray areas, but we deal with this. I want you to understand there's nothing separate from you. There is nothing bad. Everything is a teaching. Everything, you're either the student or the teacher. And here is the warning. You can stay in the old mindset. You can choose it. No one gets left behind. It's impossible for anybody to be left behind. That doesn't even exist. That's an illusion too. How can something be left behind that is part of one thing? It's just experiences. This is so amazing. When you really get this, you're going to say, oh my gosh, everything. It's going to, and some of it feels bad, like, you lose your job, or, you get sick, or somebody dies. So stop labeling it. And you'll get this exhilaration, you're like, woo, I thought I was going to be upset about that, but, so-and-so broke up with me. Woo! I had a big party, I had a champagne party. My girlfriends are going, is she okay? Yeah, she's like really okay. Not because there was some evil thing going on. It's like, I wish you well, and I'm going to celebrate this. Oh, you died? Well, I know you're in a beautiful place, and you're not in my reality right now. I'm going to celebrate you. Everybody, so-and-so died. I said, we all die. You're going to die. It's just timing. And the whole linear thing is cause and effect, right? So we get to know what that is. When we go on the other side, everything exists all at once. There's no limitations of anything. A focus creates. A focus takes you there. All right, so here we have to learn and evolve into it. It's really cool. It's set up just for you. This is happening right now in the most amazing way. You can go into that new completely reality. We've gone past the tipping point, by the way. Those videos, we're past it. We went into the tipping point. We're in it. We're in evolution. We're in advancement. We are in a new world. If you aren't experiencing it, you're not understanding. This is not something that happens overnight and aliens come pick us up and take us to another planet. That's materialistic thinking. It is a dimensional, vibrational frequency existence. So if you guys want to activate your magic, advanced manifesting is out. So if you're looking for somebody, fix me, make this better, make my past go away, how can I do this? You're looking outside yourself into the illusion when this creates that. And no one can do anything for you. I can't do it for you. I can give you the tools to manifest anything. That's what I do all day long. I give you the tools to manifest anything. You can flourish. You can teach. You can learn. You can do anything you want. I run a few miles every morning. I have people my age that are looking at me like, you lost your mind. All things are if you want to do it, do it. Do you give a crap what other people think? I don't. They're in their own limited thinking. Why would I listen or care what anybody thinks? I just had this conversation with a student today. I have this conversation pretty much every day with people. Who cares what somebody else thinks? And if you're upset about what somebody else thinks, then you are in ego state wanting them to be different. It's okay. So I actually take you, one of the steps I take you into, if you guys aren't in Manifest Anything, come on over. One of the things I teach you is how to observe other people's behavior. Yeah, what's that? I'm not judging it. I'm just going to look and say, okay, that's your choice that you made. I don't have to react in a negative way. Only the ego does, because it's like, you didn't give me what I wanted. You didn't handle things the way I wanted. You too. So I'm going to be upset. That's wanting the world to be different. Somebody said, your hat distracts me. I said, well, then don't watch it. Or give me the list of what I can and can't wear. Where's my coffee? Oh, I have to go get my coffee. No, this isn't coffee. This is me, spiritual butt kick, telling you it's time to stop listening to the fear. Break through it. Come on over, take one of my courses. We are knocking the socks off of everything. You should see what happens in these classes, and it's happening quickly. And you can do anything. You don't have to deprogram yourself for years. Yeah? You can do it right now. They're drilling on my building, getting us ready for hurricane season. They're reinforcing the building. Yes. A building in Miami collapsed, and now the whole state of Florida is reinforcing the buildings. From these things, these challenges, people died. Come positive things. It's not bad. It's just what is. All right? Otherwise, we'd just be sitting around eating bonbons. It's stagnant. It'd be boring. Are you ready to shift into that new, amazing space where nothing is a problem and you should be focused on one thing? How do I change it if I don't like it? How do I change it? And how do I do it in a way where it's beautiful? I accept it. I have compassion for that person who's in pain and fear and striking at me. They're in a bad place. Wow. I send my light and love to them, and you change the world that way because you hold that power. That's how amazing you are. You are so powerful. There is no one that has more power than you. No one. And there's no evil entity that has more power than you. You'd have to believe that to allow it. And yes, you can play with all these things out there. That's what makes it so exciting. Be okay with everything. Acceptance is beautiful. Come sign up. I've got all kinds of stuff going. We have properties off grid. You can have a property off grid even if you have no money and zero credit. People are teaching that. I'm collaborating with these people. I'm teaching you how to create online businesses, create a business, teach other people, earn money. And if they say you shouldn't, say, well, then go find somebody who's going to give it to you for free who's broke. It's not me. Because I want you to flourish. I want you to make money. I want you to be able to not worry about your bills. I want you to love what you do for a living. I want you to choose whatever you want. But I'm okay if you don't. Right? My desire is to offer you the choice to choose. And I'm okay with you falling down 100 times before you figure out you can pull yourself up. And then we're going to celebrate that up at the penthouse with the champagne, because my father has many mansions. And you just have to choose yours. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Did you enjoy your spiritual butt kick? I'm still working on my book. I got to get that out soon. Blessings to you. Namaste.